Hey guys, Reed Fused Auto Electrical. Behind me is another incredible touring vehicle we're sending out the door. We've collaborated with some industry-leading companies to deliver what is the ultimate tourer in the 300 series domestic vehicle range. Come check it out. Starting from the front, we've got all your ARB bar work. We have had all of the ARB bar work custom powder coated to match the Gci Traytec tray and canopy. We've got the Bush Ranger Nighthawk spotlights up front. They're a colour changeable light between a nice white and a warm white. You got your Runva 12K winch up the front there. That's obviously got a lift up number plate bracket with a full free spool on the front. GME aerial, GME UHF radio inside the cab, of course, Australian made product, absolute staple. You got the XRS radio inside. Up top, we've got the Selfie antenna up on top of the bonnet. Using a GMF bonnet mount, this obviously gets that aerial up out of the way. At least 1 metre distance between your GME, so your UHF and your Selfie as well. So we've got a J-Max snorkel up on this left side of the vehicle. We have had this custom powder coated as well to match, again, bar work, tray, all that side of things. Keeps it nice and uniform. This does have a fully sealed airbox under the bonnet, so it's an aftermarket airbox as well. Ties in really well with all the factory systems. The customer has opted for a set of the Icon wheels with a set of the Mickey Thompson Baja Legends. These tyres and wheels we didn't actually supply. This was done with part of his GVM upgrade with DMW. That being said though, we can help you with any of that sort of thing as well. On the roof, we've got the Rhino rack. Again, these are a staple go-to. This is one of their new platforms now suited for the chopped 300 series Landcruiser. A set of the laser light bars up on the front of the rack. We've just got the laser linear 42. Left side, we've got the laser Elite 6 Plus. These are a three-way color adjustable lighting option. Fantastic, we use a lot of these. Up on top of the platform, we've got your Max Tracks, we've got a Rhino shovel holder, and we've got your 160 watts worth of solar panel as well. Pushing around to the rear of the vehicle, we've got your Gci Traytec tray and canopy combo. Now this is the GT1 tray base, so you do note that by the extruded rope rail, as well as the larger and sleeker looking headboard. You do have, if you did want to have your tray sides, all of your latches integrated into that headboard as well. This customer's opted for your full powder coated canopy doors and toolbox lids as well. We've gone for standard as always with our Traytec builds. Drop down on the left side with the drawer on the right. These still do have central locking and LED lighting as a standard inclusion. ARB twin compressor, and we've gone for a tough terrain 30-foot aerial as well. So your 8-metre aerial. Now these toolboxes, we do wire and terminate these compressors through a Deutsch connector up on the inside of this toolbox. This does mean that if ever you needed to remove the toolboxes and mudguards to service anything underneath the tray, if you are doing some chuff tracks and you get a stick flick up and damage anything, then at least this toolbox is removable and everything is completely serviceable. Again, if you do damage anything on any of the more difficult tracks as well, you're not going to have to cut cables on the side of the track, risk shorting or damaging any of your cables and actual creating any sort of fire risk. So you can just quickly unplug and disconnect that entire system. Inside the canopy now, we do have a pretty wild setup. We've gone for a huge power system. So this is again our battery management package 3. So we're doing so many of these things, it's ridiculous. You've got 400 amp lithium, you've got the new Alpha 75 in this one, so it's shore power charging, DC-DC charging, with obviously solar input as well. The new Alpha series is an absolute phenomenal bit of kit. We can do jump start mode, so we can actually push a couple of buttons here. It'll pull a charge from the auxiliary batteries, charge those starting batteries under the bonnet. So if you do find yourself stuck in the middle of nowhere, you're not left without any help getting started and moving again. Full red vision control, so we do utilize the TVMS 1240. That way we can control all your work lighting around the vehicle, water pump, compressor, everything from the screen here on this left side. They do come with a 10-channel PDM. We can incorporate a second one, boosting it up to 20 outputs, fully programmable to do what we need to do. Using that Rogue system, we have dimmable lighting on the roof of the canopy doors here. This customer's done something a little bit different. So we do have, as per always, the amber lighting. This customer's always also requested an additional strip light, which does both again, white, but also red. So this is the new one for us. The red's a lot easier on the eyes. If you are doing any sort of hunting, it's fantastic for that. So we've got the 130 litre Bushman fridge. Obviously these are a staple go-to with the Traytec product. The fridge is fit perfectly. We've got about 3 millimeters from the top edge of the fridge to the underside of the roof of the canopy. Beside the fridge, we do have the full slide out kitchen assembly. These are an absolutely fantastic unit in the Traytec products. They do make an industry-leading kitchen without a doubt. Massive storage capacity up on top for all your pots, pans, cooking utensils. We do have this fantastic paper towel holder in this side pocket on the end with the lift-up lid that actually holds the towels as you pull through, so you can tear it off against it. This thing does just continue to go and go. We have this massive stainless prep bench that pulls out on this left-hand side as well. Drop-down collapsible sink with a fold-up tap. The tap does obviously include all your fittings underneath to then plumb it to your deck wash outlet at the back of the tray. Collapsing that one back up, this is a massive stainless bench. On this front edge, we do have a massive twin induction cooktop, a slide out cutlery drawer with plenty of room for your knives, forks and spoons, and again, some more cooking utensils here as well. These are a 15 amp lead. They will come tested and tagged, certified by a licensed electrician, all ready to go. We do have this LED strip up on top. There is another storage pocket up here, and on the back edge of the kitchen as well, there is another massive couple of storage pockets here too. So these aren't huge, but they are obviously perfect for little spice racks. Up on top of this customer's opted for the appliance pantry. So this is obviously a fully contained unit. There's a room here for a standard microwave or a 3-in-1 cooker as well. We've done a lot of those. Plenty of storage pockets on the front here. We've got all your elastic stays. They'd actually make much more of a difference than what you would imagine. On the back side, we do have these 2 massive storage pockets as well. Keeping it legal and compliant, we do have your 10 amp lead here, your extension lead ready to go. There for your cooktop and your microwave. Down the back, this customer, we've gone for a little bit of extra space. One thing I haven't touched on, this is actually a 1500 long canopy. It's a full 2 meters wide. In these Landcruisers, you're up in that same sort of category as your 1500 class truck in the US truck market. So you're getting that nice wide tray base. With that 1500 and this internal config, you've got quite a nice long narrow pocket here for any of your tables, camp chairs, and just those longer awkward items to store. One thing I didn't touch on in the door, we do actually use these inner skins. Now this inner skin is fixed in with 12 bolts. What this is fantastic for is inevitably if something doesn't get tied down properly and it comes flying into the door, it acts as a barrier so you don't get some of those pimples that look or damage from the inside of the door out. 12 bolts, if you do damage it, we can send you a replacement skin. It's about half an hour to change over, a nice easy job. We didn't touch on the dimensions of the tray. The tray is actually a 1.8 meter tray, the actual deck space itself, with a full 2 meters wide. In these bigger trays, the GT ones that suit that American class and your 300 series class, we do have a 60 litre water tank in the headboard of the tray and another 62 litres underslung underneath. Both of these tanks do have tank level sender units in them as well. They're both terminated back into the Red Arc Rogue system, giving you full control and monitoring of those tank levels through that Red Vision screen. So everything integrates into that screen, creates a really simple, easy user interface. Up on top of this canopy, we have gone for a Bush Company TX27 rooftop tent. This is a twin fold tent. Definitely a big tent. This has got ample storage. You've got plenty of headroom at both ends of the tent, being that it actually is a twin fold, which gives you more than enough space if you're a larger person getting in and out. 270 XT Max awning on that back left-hand corner again. Very common staple go-to on these ones. We have 360 watts of solar up on the roof of the tent. We do have Starlink mounted at the rear end of the tent as well. That then terminates down into the Outback comms modem inside the canopy. Using the Outback comms modem, it gives us a range of around 200 meters of Wi-Fi, so a fantastic performing unit. Paired with the Gen 3 Starlink dish, it's a really nice, tidy, uniform installation, and it makes for a practical use as well. On the back of this canopy, we do have a couple more of the Laser Elite 6 Plus. Again, these are the 3-way color adjustable. Jerry can on this left side. Up top, you may notice we've got an outlet here, a couple of outlets. So this is actually going to be used as an inlet, the deck wash fitting here. We do have then a shower outlet as well. So we've gone for a full Duetto electric hot water system in this one. We've got a 10 litre tank reserve capacity in that system. It's obviously powered up from both 12 volt or 240, so you can choose either of those sources. In this application, the 12 volt is the more efficient one. It is a 12 volt heater element, so using it in that is going to be the best way to do it. We've got a full 35-inch spare wheel up on this back edge of the canopy. We've got the drop-down ladder. We've definitely done a lot of these. These are a fantastic unit here. Especially when you're pairing it with the rooftop tent, that ladder drops right down, giving you full access into that tent and making it nice and easy. It also means you don't have to carry a telescopic ladder, which is more clutter, something else to store as well. Back left of the tray, we do have the deck wash outlet. This is actually a direct feed from your 120 litres of water on board. This is a pressurized outlet, so this does have an electric water pump. Water pump's controlled from multiple places. You can control it from both of our headboard switches, left and right hand side of the vehicle, as well as if you are sitting around the campsite at night time, you do have that canopy door open. You can also control it from the Red Arc Rogue system. On the back, we do have the full 1.2 metre trundle drawer. So in these 1.8 metre tray bases, we can go for the bigger drawer. So full 1.2 metre, we've got the stainless lift up lid, still your 240 kilo drawer slides, so it's going to be handle ample weight in this thing. They are a fully load rated drawer unit as well. We've got all of your parking sensor relocation, reverse camera relocation on this one as well. Right hand side of this canopy, you'll notice we've got a shore power inlet. So again, paired with that Manager 75, the new Red Arc Alpha series. We've got 15 amp inlet, shore power inlet, that will then power up that charger. It also has a shore power changeover built into the inverter on this one. So if this customer does decide to park up at a caravan park for a couple of nights and he plugs in at the back, he still wants to use his induction cooktop, it's actually going to charge the batteries in the canopy, as well as all of your induction cooktop will change over to the shore power supply, giving you full function there without sacrificing any of your charge rate into the batteries. Right hand side, we've got another jerry can. These are always a lockable key-to-like jerry can, left and right hand side. So this is fantastic. You don't have to muck around with padlocks. It's all a key lock on the side built into the assembly. Right hand side of this tray, we have gone for a drawer. The drawer still has your central locking and your LED lighting, so you're not going to miss out on any of those high-end features. And you can still toggle these on and off. Moving up and into the canopy now. This customer, given his application, we've certainly kept it a little bit more storage focused. We've got a 10 litre Duetto system up on that back wall. That is a 12 volt, 240 volt electric hot water with a 10 litre reserve. We do have Traytec's new twin drawer. Obviously, we've taken advantage of this storage space now with the shower unit, that back left corner. These are a fantastic system. They can also be used as a bit of a his and her wardrobe if you are doing some of those bigger trips. Up here is going to house an electronics package. So this has got the full 3000 watt Red Arc RS3 inverter. It's got the newest inverter in it. It's an Australian made product. It's got a shore power changeover. So we take our shore power inlet. It's got automatic changeover switch inside of it. Alpha 75 is up in here, which is your shore power charging. The Red Arc DC-DC charger all built into that Alpha unit. There's a shunt down the back, which is measuring all of our current in and out. We've got the twin GPO, USBs, accessory sockets, and Anderson plugs. Red Andersons for solar input, greys for power out, keeps it nice and simple. We've got the Evercool 40 litre drawer fridge freezer. This is a fridge and freezer combo. A lot of our customers are using them in conjunction with the 130 litre Bushmans. What this allows you to do is, obviously you can use it as a deep freeze on some of those bigger trips if you are getting into some of those remote places. Up on the headboard, something we've vaguely touched on the other side of the vehicle is going to be our switching system. Now, with this one, we've definitely done some stuff that hasn't really been done very much in this industry. The beauty in these keypads that we have is we can add so many keypads into this system and actually integrate control from all around the vehicle. So this keypad is powered up. It actually draws its power supply off another auxiliary battery system under the bonnet. We'll touch on that shortly. We've got some details to go through there. But what that allows us to do then, this is a fully removable canopy. So if this customer wants to remove his auxiliary battery system of the canopy, the 400 amp lithium, this keypad, being under the auxiliary battery under the bonnet, still allows us to have full control of left, right, rear work lights. We do have rear work lights on the underside of the tray, so it's not just the ones on the canopy. It also allows us to have, with the key box system and the keypad inside the vehicle, control of the forward-facing light bar and driving lights as well. Now with these keypads, what we've done a little bit different in this one, we've got left and right. We've actually got an additional one up in the rooftop tent. So what that means for our customer at night time is if he's getting ready to go to bed, he can turn his work lights on from down low, climb up into the rooftop tent, up the ladder, see what he's doing, get into the tent, get settled and turn his work lights off from inside the tent. With the air compressor obviously being controlled from the canopy as well, work lighting controlled from the canopy all through the Red Arc Red Vision system. When you utilize and toggle those loads from that screen, it's going to be coming off your auxiliary battery system in the canopy, 400 amp lithium. If you're utilizing the keypads here, it's coming off an additional auxiliary battery system under the bonnet, 80 amp lithium with the starting function as well. So it gives you a lot of versatility in how you can use the product and allow yourself to have a lot of flexibility where if you do deplete one of your battery levels, or if you are trying to be conservative, you can manage that current and manage that battery load as well. Moving into the vehicle, we do have an 8-way keypad mounted up into the sunglass holder. We do modify the sunglass holder on these vehicles in an effort to make the keypad more usable, a bit more easy to interpret and actually view the icons. Using this keypad, we've got an 8-way, or 8 buttons to actually choose different loads. We've got left, right, rear work lights. We've got control of the air compressor, so if he does remove his canopy, he can still toggle it from the front of the vehicle. We've got the roof light bar and we've got the driving lights on the bull bar. We do also have a color changing button on this keypad so that he can change the color of the left, right and rear work lights while he's on the fly. The reason this is required is if you are sitting around the campsite using only the left work lights and you do change it to the yellow or the amber mode, you jump back in the vehicle, you're going to have yellow on the left, white on the right. It allows you to then cycle through the lighting colors and actually get those lights matching up again. The XRS UHF radio, we're finding more and more frequently we're not mounting these as much as what we used to. This is at the customer's request. The main reason being, a lot of our customers are still daily driving some of these vehicles. So having the vehicle, the handpiece not mounted allows you to unplug that handpiece, stow it away in the glove box, keeps the dash clutter free and a very nice tidy factory finish, just allowing for a more comfortable drive. A couple of things we did miss. We've got a full set of 3mm stainless steel bash plates running front to rear. They're a custom off-road bash plate, really nice unit. They're designed for these extended vehicles. And we've got a Torque-It 3-inch stainless steel exhaust system running front to rear as well. With the extension, we do have to do some modification to get this to work. That's all done here in-house. It's all stainless steel, TIG welded. Guys, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. If you're looking to a build like this, reach out today. We'd love to be part of it and build your ultimate tourer.